Hi folks, this is a screencast of the homework for week 7. We are on our last week of this layout, and beginning in the next couple of weeks we'll be starting our own responsive websites that will be your portfolio piece and your final project deliverable. So if I show you the total functionality of this, it's the same as it was originally, but we've done the first row and we've done the second row. And now it's time to focus on the third row. So what I'm going to do is open up my tools and make them real small. All I want to do is be able to show you the widths on this section here. So I've got my menu up top, which you already know. You've been down this road before, but what we're focusing on right now is this little footer right here. We have 5 images that are together without any margin, and they're in the center. So what happened there? Well, when we went to the landscape for, let me show you here, right here, landscape around 640, for the phone, our 4 boxes split. So we've got our 200 by 200, which is done through this section. So basically, if you look at the push and the pull, and what I mean by that is whether it orders 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll go to that, and I'll show you. Boom. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. But what happens down here? Well, our third row has maintained the same amount of fluidity. So your job, again, for row 3 is to maintain and yet remove the margin when it gets to mobile and make sure it's centered. But it's also to put them all together. So this week, what I'm asking is that you take this third row and you add it, and you have your responsive site here, which is 200 by 200 with the 6 items here and the 6 items here, and then the 200 by 200 can stay. Whoops. And then at the bottom we have 500 by 150 with 200 by 100 together. So your job will be to complete that and use the prior code from the initial 2 weeks, weeks 5, 6, and this will be week 7. So week 7 you're going to submit all of them. And if you need any help, I'm around. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I can do a Google Hangout with you guys and work with you guys on what you need to do. Now, what we've been doing is sort of reverse engineering this from your desktop layout. And the idea is to keep your desktop layout and write media queries in addition to that. But also, when you see a float, don't forget that float none will clear that float, and so would clear both. Clear would kill all floats. So you can float none, or you can clear all floats. Now, this week's lecture, we're going to cover a little bit more about floating. So be sure to look at that and take a look at our other responsive design videos that cover the typography and how to make type responsive. For some of you, it'll be a little bit of a review, but it's going to be mostly about EMs, REMs, and percents, dealing with your font sizes. And when we have our final project, we'll need those to be implemented. Any questions, you know where to reach me.